Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another exciting and spooky episode of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reread. My guest today is Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hello.
How are you?
I am here to cause problems and make it everyone else's problem.
Oh, yeah. I like problems. Love a good problems. So today, as you can see by the decor, there's a Halloween event going on. And despite the fact that this character has missed the running narrative of the Halloween events for the past... all of them, we're going to do this one because it's here. Might as well, right? Must be why I work at a Home Depot. Yeah, probably. Because I have to suffer. On that topic, though, by the way, I will just mention really quickly that I am in the process of looking for a new job. And when I find that, I will... there's probably going to be a bit of time where I won't be streaming for very long. Just because I gotta, figure that stuff out. But obviously that's tentative until I can fucking find a job. But today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be knocking out this Halloween event first, and then we're going to finally move on to Garuda. It's been a long time coming, but it's finally going to happen today. So let's hop out of G-Pose. And Emily, you haven't done the Halloween event, correct?
Not this year's. I think I've done... I feel like I've done a Halloween event before.
Mm-hmm.
Just not this year's.
Let me just...
It's been a time, my friends.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a time.
But you'll be experiencing this one for the first time, and that's what's important here. So before we do anything else, I purchased an emote before we started the stream. I got the Ballroom Etiquette Pumpkin Pleasures, an illustrated manual on the steps required to sink your teeth into a delicious and crumbly autumnal biscuit, as if you are not already aware. Use the /cookie emote. So now I know how to eat cookies, I guess.
Oh. I need...
As if I don't know how I wouldn't have known that already. Alright, let's talk to this guy and ask about All Saints' Wake. Hello there, friend. Enjoying the frightfully delightful festivities, I hope. We adventurers simply can't help ourselves, am I right, or am I right? Ha! If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask away. Who are you? Why, we're just your normal, run-of-the-mill adventurers here at the behest of the Adventurers Guild, of course. We've taken the reins of All Saints' Wake from the abominable Continental Circus, and good riddance, I say. You can be sure that this year's festivities will be the most horrific and terrifying yet. We've prepared all manner of exciting events that are guaranteed to delight and affright, so why not take a brief respite from the daily grind of adventuring and join in the festivities? Taking a break from 14 for the time being, so I went down today. Well, you'll be with us in spirit, Piop, and that's what's important. And thanks for dropping by. What is All Saints' Wake? Legend has it that once a year, the 12 honor the saints by hosting a lavish feast in the heavens. While the saints are away, however, the realm is bereft of their divine protection, and creatures of darkness come out in droves. Fearing for their lives, the people took to shutting themselves inside their homes. Those who had no choice but to venture outside disguised themselves as fiends in hopes that they would go unnoticed by the real ones. Frightening business, isn't it? But that's all in the past now, for these days we have valorous adventurers like you to keep our cities safe when the saints are away. Having no more reason to be afraid, the people went and turned All Saints' Wake into a fun celebration. A truly detestable, delightful state of affairs. That seems suspicious.
Sus.
But, well, whatever. Let's chat with this guy, the Adventurers Guild Investigator. The Adventurers Guild Investigator has the look of a man with a plan. A mad masquerade. Would you like to read this, gentleman?
Why, hello there. You strike me as the goodly sort of adventurer, eager to help strangers at a moment's notice, and you couldn't have come at a better time. You are eager to help, aren't you? You have my thanks. Now tell me, does a traveling circus troupe known as the Continental Circus ring a bell? Each year, when it comes time for All Saints' Wake, they set up shop here in town, conducting all manner of suspicious activity. Though they appear to be ordinary performers, each and every last member is a most vile and despicable void scent. Under the guise of events and festive merrymaking, they carry out acts both mischievous and malevolent. But worry not, for I have a plan. This year we shall hold an event of our very own, thereby supplanting their modus operandi. A brilliant scheme, would you not agree?
Sure.
I guess. The main spectacle shall be a costume cortege. I guess that's how you say that. But for those without suitable guises, my colleagues at the Alchemist Guild have devised a most ingenious solution. A special concoction that will temporarily transform any individual into a most ghastly visage. This is where you come in. You must transform yourself with our potion and speak with the townspeople to spread word of the event. After giving them a good fright, you will need to dispel the enchantment, thus allaying any possible concerns of ill effects from our wondrous brew.
Sure. Also, hi, Otaku. How you doing?
Oh,
I see
wow.
Selena's giving you a little kiss, a little smooch.
1,000 thanks. I have prepared a selection of 4 elixirs for you to choose from atop the benches beside me. Choose one that suits your fancy, then go forth and spread word of our costume cortege. I'm not sure. It's French.
Woo!
When you finish, let us rendezvous near the Leatherworkers Guild. Best of luck.
All right.
My French is so rusty.
So let's see. We got 4 mysterious concoctions. We've got one that turns you into a monkey, one that turns you into a gala cat, which is a creature that I don't believe we've seen yet, but it's this.
It's so cute.
It's just a cat with like a glider, a spooky ghost, or a funny eyeball. So which one do you think we should pick, Emily? It's up to you.
I mean, I am partial to the ghost.
All right, ghost it is. Be transfigured into a wraith after drinking this concoction. Sure. Ah! I'm dead. I don't have a jumping animation.
The scariest part of being dead is not having a jump animation.
Look at my model move up and down without any animation. An unamused lass. Hello there, unamused lass. Ah! Don't just stand there, dearest. Do something. Dispel the enchantment. Ha! You've been tricked, you fucking idiot. Wait, so you're not a ghost? Shame on you. I was nearly frightened to tears. Well, go to the costume party. You were able to transform into that abomination by merely drinking a potion. Well, where might I procure a vial? I'd very much like to pay forward this little prank of yours. Oh, God. Figures the first time Ruja tries to pull a prank, immediately the person goes, oh, it's on. You're getting pranked so hard after this. And she's just like, no, come on. Why me?
Yeah. Well, you know.
Let's see.
I was gonna say, in theory, could we try them all?
Technically, yeah. I think we're only gonna do this. There's only one more thing that we do. We only talk to one more person. But I want to be a gala cat this time, or a gala kitten. Aha! I'm a little guy. Behold my power.
Creature. Oh, so cute.
Aww.
Oh.
My favorite detail about the gala cats is, according to a lore entry you can find later, the wings are not a part of their biology. It is literally like a little clothing that they are wearing. Nobody knows where it comes from, and nobody has been able to take it off ever. Because they...
Not even you can... Because they're enemies, so
Yeah, they try to kill you if you do.
So but you can kill them. Nobody's taking them off post-mortem as study?
I don't know, maybe they just explode after they die.
Maybe.
Hello, well-poised woman. You want to take this one? Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
A flying kitten? Adorable as it is, I hope it's not feral.
Haha, were you scared?
Oh my, that was you? Goodness, I've never seen such a thing before. Ah, so you were promoting a costume event. If I too can take the air as an adorable kitten, I should very much like to attend.
I think that's a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah.
All the townsfolk are abuzz with the talk of the costume cortege. Rendezvous with the Adventurers Guild investigator near the Leatherworkers Guild and inform him that all is ready. Okay. Okay.
I mean, she's got a point, but that is a way to attract people.
That it is.
I always think that one, like, riff of flute music sounds like a piece of orchestral hymn music, and it like, frightens me every time.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I can take this one. So very sorry to have kept you waiting. I've been gravely busy attending to my own preparations. Oh, that's not a good sign. Puns. Tell me, how did you fare? Were the townspeople at all interested in attending the cortege? Yes, they were. Even the ones that I used a not scary disguise for. My, it sounds like they were simply trembling with excitement. And to think no small few wished to transfigure themselves. Oh, what a joyous occasion. That they would give themselves so willingly. Why did I never think to simply take this human form before? Who are you, really? Or, you're creeping me out, bro.
Yeah, stranger danger.
You're weird. I wasn't fishing for a compliment, but it seems you're giving them out freely. I apologize, I can't talk. I really must thank you for being so gullible. I did not realize there was another clown in town. You can take this
Papa
one.
Gruff. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Papa Gruff, my darling, it looks like all your hard work has finally paid off.
Clown jump scare.
Ugh!
This was an outfit that you could get from last year's Halloween event.
I remember.
Yep. He's back. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Indeed, my beloved. All proceeds apace. Once I've finished settling matters here, we shall enjoy a magnificent feast. Hello, stupid. Dumb idiot. Dear, oh dear, you appear to be confused. While the effects of the potion I gave you lasted only for a short while, the potion we've brewed for the townsfolk is a touch more potent. With but a single sip, none shall return to their original form. We shall harvest the dread that overwhelms their feeble minds when they discover this truth and use it to summon forth our brethren. Then we shall have our night of devilry at long last. The Gruffs will be the envy of all Voidsent and live as royalty. All is falling into place just as I schemed. Hey man, what's up?
I'm gonna whack him with a broom.
The creature is motioning at you hysterically. What could it be trying to say? Ah, yes, the investigator from the Adventurers Guild. The fool drank our potion with all the concern of a newborn babe. How fitting he will remain just as helpless for the rest of his days.
Poor dude.
Even as we speak, the townsfolk are lining up to be transformed, blissfully unaware of the monstrous fate that awaits them, and we owe it all to you. Indeed, you've done jolly good work this day.
Oh, my sweets, you've never looked more dashing.
You truly are my maniac pixie dream girl.
Seeing as you have matters here well in hand, I'll return home to our little honeycomb and ready a feast for my hard-working husband. Ugh. I feel like throwing up.
Clowns will do that to you.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd best be off to... Oh god, hang on. Sorry, being a clown has caused me physical pain. Well then, I'd best be off to finish my preparations. 'Twill be a night to remember.
B said, ew, a trad wife.
Oh god. You poor, poor thing. A lost child at wit's end. Perhaps I can be of assistance. What? What the fuck?
What now? What?
Also, Otaku, about what you said about this event and what's going on in the Void right now, I 100% agree. We probably shouldn't talk about that too much, though, just because, you know, story and such. Hello.
I went to McDonald's and asked for Sprite, but all I got was clown juice.
I put my scholar book in my McDonald's Sprite, and that motherfucker started aether charging. Why do you look at me with such mistrustful eyes, dear? Your dubiation is quite misplaced. It's probably because you look like a maniac. No offense.
We're in a
You
Borderlands.
look like a Silent Hill character.
Yeah.
You're in league with Papa Gruff, aren't you? There's something off about you. You're weird. Is that always how you treat newly met strangers? No, mostly just the ones wearing gas masks and lab coats. What if I told you I have a remedy to dispel this enchantment?
Are you?
Here, drink this. Given the situation, I do not blame you for being wary of gifts from a stranger, but I will gladly drink it myself, should that ease your concern.
Yeah, actually, I would love it if you would do that first.
I don't know how you're going to do that with the mask on, but... You can take this guy again.
It worked! You have my thanks. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, though I wish we had met under better circumstances. As our fiendish friend explained amidst his gloating, I'm an investigator working for the Adventurers Guild. I knew that red-nosed charlatan would be up to no good. Knew he would take advantage of the season's festivities as he did once before. Yet for all my vigilance, here I am, his very first victim. Oh, the shame of it all. 'Tis as a spear piercing my very soul.
And that's cool if you gotta leave for Criterion stuff, Nico. It's Garuda. I don't think it'll prove that much of a difficult. We're probably not going to be doing anything dungeon-wise around these parts. So, if you can't stay for that, that's okay.
But thanks to you, I am free of that foul enchantment. I owe you my life, miss.
I fear you'd sooner forget a name as unremarkable as my own. I am but a passing woman of science.
I see. May I assume that you are the self-same individual who created the remedy?
You may indeed. 'Tis a remedy which has required no small amount of fine-tuning. A frog tongue here, a rat's tail there, but I will spare you the details. Rest assured, the townsfolk too shall be returned to their original forms with a sufficient dose. As fortune would have it, I have made plenty for everyone, in case such a tragedy were to befall the city. Now, if you would be so kind as to distribute the remedy to those in need, investigator.
Understood. I know not your motives, but I'll not look a gift chocobo in the beak. This is the best hand we have to play, and I will accept full responsibility for the outcome, whatever it may be. While I tend to the townspeople, may I entrust you with capturing our crafty clown? Stores at the remedy are like to run dry should they claim too many victims.
Very true. Let's go kill him. In that case,
oh,
I will
my
remain
bad.
here to assist. Yeah, now this is
Excellent. Once I've administered the remedy to the afflicted, I shall await you in Miketo's amphitheater.
Off I go! Oh, did you see him stop just outside of frame so he could teleport away after the camera shot changed?
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
No, no problem.
It will not be so easy if it will be no easy feat to apprehend Papa Gruff. I have no doubt he will be expecting you to come after him. That is why I propose you give him a taste of his own medicine with a disguise. Ideally, the guise should be of one dear to him, one whom he would let down his guard around. God, why do you make the sentences like this? I hate it. What's more, I would suggest someone whose appearance you can recall clearly. I don't know why this second option is even a thing, because we've never met Little Gruff before, but he has a kid named Little Gruff. But we can recall Mama Gruff's appearance as clear as day. She was just here. She looks like Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. He's love and joy. Perfect. He'd never suspect his dear wife. When you're certain his guard is down, give him one of my special cookies. I've baked in an ingredient that will return him to his natural demonic form. Cool. What does that do, though? Though I wish I could do more to help, I am a little more than a simple doctor. An adventurer of your obvious talent is far better suited and accustomed to such risky undertakings. When you are ready, I shall provide you with a dose of my own transformative mixture. Okay, give me it. It shan't be hard to locate Papa Gruff. Knowing he prepares for the Night of Devilry, I suspect he will be waiting for more void scent to gather. As such, he is most likely hiding in the vicinity of the riverbank, out of sight and out of mind. He will no doubt have returned to his guise as the Adventurers Guild investigator, so as not to arouse suspicion. Now, recall an image of his beloved in your mind's eye, and I shall weave it into reality with the power of alchemy. Yes. Remember, once you've found Papa Gruff, use whatever guile you can muster to trick him, then offer him my special treat. Chusha! It's me.
Stang.
I even have heterochromia, I think. Yeah, I sure do. Hell yeah.
We're the trad wife.
Yay! Questionable cookie. Though it looks like a cookie, smells like a cookie, and is certainly called a cookie, it may be no mere cookie. Google it, Piaf. I don't have time to explain.
Yeah, I'm not saying that on Twitch.
Yeah.
No.
I can take this one too, just because it's clown. Oh, my sweet Snurbbleberry, I thought you had returned home. Is aught amiss? Converse with Papa Gruff and persuade him to eat the Wake Doctor's special cookie? Yeah, sure, why not? Theme of mischief. Don't tell me. Is it because I didn't return your goodbye kiss? You know I'm easily flustered. Besides, my love, our plans would be in tatters should a passerby catch us sharing an intimate moment. Why, I merely wanted to make sure you were safe and sound. I was worried and wished to be certain all is proceeding apace. I know you've been up to no good, mister. Well, that one's not gonna fucking work. Let's do the second one. You came all this way because you were worried about me. Oh, I am not worthy of such a caring succubus. But fear not, your beloved has everything under control. Thanks to that wide-eyed adventurer, the idiot humans are drinking our concoction in droves. Don't mind the fact that I'm looking off to the left every time I want to think about what I'm going to say next. Enough with the act. You're not fooling anybody with that performance. No. You'd better not be lying, darling. No. And you must have worked up an appetite with all this scheming. You always know just what I need. But moments ago, I was thinking what I wouldn't give for a snack. I knew you were cunning, but if I didn't know better, I'd say you're a mind reader as well. Yes, I am. Oh, stop it. You'll make me blush. For you, darling, I baked up a delicious batch of cookies. Here, have a bite, and I hope you're hungry for ripe souls. It's the first one. I have to be a good trad one. Cookies, my favorite. Well then, don't mind if I do.
Oh.
Allow me to demonstrate the new emote for you. I did not hand that to him. My hand was much lower than his. Goodness, it smells delicious. Oh, how I love a treat from my sweet. Behold, the new emote. What is this? It's a loading screen. Oh shit, I don't have the rigging to do the emote anymore. What is the meaning of this? Ah, stupid. Why, you conniving little... You may have put a damper on my plans, but all is not lost. Yes, if I start again now, I can be ready in time for supper. This is the Wake Doctor again. Would you like to take her this time?
Surely you jest.
Actually, his name is Papa Gruff, not Shirley.
But, All Saints' Wake is meant for all to partake in and enjoy.
The Great Pumpkin! You! It cannot be! The Great Gourd of Legend herself!
You poor, misguided soul. Gone are days when you might wreak havoc as you please. The truth I will drill into your head slowly and meticulously, until there is naught else you can think of. Have I frightened you, child? Forgive me, such was not my intention.
I have in fact fainted fainted standing up, just so you know.
I wish only for man and monster to enjoy the revelry of All Saints' Wake in equal measure, nothing more.
I agree. Also, I agree, Thorn, that ghost is very cute. And this is you again. She's still talking.
For mercy, his mischief-making was brought to a halt, thanks in no small part to your efforts. But if the day's festivities are to be cancelled, despite all we have done, the townspeople will still suffer for his transgressions. He has caused much grief, and I will punish him accordingly. So I ask that you place your faith in me and allow the festival to continue as planned. There will be no further disruptions. You have my word.
I'm gonna stay on the lookout if it's all the same to you. This is all just kind of weird.
You have my gratitude. Perhaps you should apprise the real Adventurers Guild investigator of the present situation. He said he would await you at Mikado's amphitheater, as I recall. Once you've done so, come and speak with me. There's somewhere I would like to take you by way of recompense for the trouble this ill-mannered child has caused. Until then.
Alright, sure. Well, that was fucking weird.
Look at the little guy.
I love that little guy.
Just a little dude.
Alright. Man, I'm getting some kind of crazy frame drops right now. I don't know quite what's going on, but... Hello!
I was gonna say, I wonder if it's just maybe because there's so many people in the area.
Maybe? Could be. I guess we'll find out. Oh, there's... Hi, who are you? Preparations for the Marvelous Masquerade are presently underway, but do come back soon. Okay. You, sir?
I'm dreadfully sorry, but you must first speak with my master before I can escort you.
The frames are quivering in fright. True. Oh. Oh, cheer up, darling. Oh, here's little Gruff.
Oh, he...
Can I go play? Hello, you stupid, pathetic idiot. I was this close. This close! I didn't know he was over there, actually. That's funny. Ma'am?
The investigator awaits your report. Pray speak with him.
Sure. Ah, there you are. You'll be relieved to hear that I've finished administering the remedy to all the afflicted. But tell me, how did matters fare on your end? Oh, we did it. Justice was served. So the fiend has been reverted to his true impish form. I see. Well, eccentric though she may be, if the doctor claims that she can keep him on a leash, I believe her. And with a surplus of curative potions, I see no reason why the costume cortege should not continue. I will, of course, remain vigilant for other disturbances. Your assistance has been truly invaluable, my friend. With this trouble now behind us, I trust you will take at least a moment's respite. Why not spend it donning the guise of monstrous and mischievous creatures? Sure, and we get the doctor's outfit.
Nice.
Neat. Anything else to say? Lest you wonder, I'm quite content to watch the festivities from here. I have experienced enough transfiguration to last me a lifetime.
Fair enough.
True. Hello, Doc. The Wake Doctor is not one to be kept waiting. Be our guest.
I can't sing the song because of copyright.
It's okay.
But
you can sing it in your heart.
Also, rest in peace, Angela Lansbury.
Mm-hmm.
So you remembered my request. I am pleased.
What the hell? Why did my music just cut out? Anyway.
As I mentioned earlier, there is somewhere I would like to take you, though I'm afraid it is a place not easily reached. When you're ready to depart, pray speak with the usher here, and he will escort you.
Sure. Anything else?
I guess that's what that's about. If you are expecting me to reveal the surprise to you here and now, you are sorely mistaken. Go, speak with the usher.
Okay. Look at this near automata looking ass motherfucker. Except with the funny pumpkin head. Hello.
Yeah.
Ah, you must be the guest of honor. If it please you, I shall escort you immediately. Sure. They're taking us to Seussical? No, I think they're taking us to Brazil. I shall take my leave first. Or actually, no, this would be you, isn't it? Yeah, because it's the Wake Doctor.
I shall take my leave first to make the preparations necessary to receive you. Do not be alarmed by what you see, child.
I will be alarmed. We shall not be far behind. Now, if you would follow me. Stop bowing into me, please. It's very rude.
Yeah, you're like bowing right into the tits.
Alright, and here we are in, I don't know, the road to the Dark Moon Fair or some shit? Who knows?
Yes!
Ooh,
Gimme!
Look at that.
Gimme! I want to stay here for the rest of my life.
Oh. Hey, cowboy, what's up?
Look at those little mushrooms.
And pumpkins. And an eyeball, I
Delicious.
guess.
Welcome to my humble abode. Surprised to see I have a home of my own, are you? Even the great gourd needs a place to rest her head.
This is really cute, yeah.
I have never invited a mortal to my home before. Consider this my show of thanks for ensuring All Saints' Wake could be celebrated this year unimpeded. You may make yourself at home and stay as long as you like. If you are concerned about Papa Gruff, do not be. He and I have come to an understanding. Some children must simply learn the hard way. Ha ha ha.
I love this place so much. Guess what it's called? The Creepy Steeple. The Sneaky Hollow is what it's called.
Yes! Oh, I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
See, if I were an eccentric millionaire, this is what I would build. Like, I would literally show this picture to people and be like, listen, I'm sorry for being a customer, TM, but I want this.
Damn, Nico, what do you mean? You didn't put on the mask? What, you don't want to cover up your Hrothgar head? Why didn't you put on the headgear, buddy? Oh, there it is. Wow, it actually shows up on the Hrothgar. That's crazy. I said that primarily expecting it not to show up, but wow, there it is. Holy shit. Ah! Anyway, let's look around, shall we? There's this little dude. Beyond here lies a place of rest. Oh, good, I could use a nap.
Yes.
Oh. That's what he meant. It's a graveyard. I understand now. Hey man, what's up? Would you rather be inside a pot or a grave?
Well, it depends. Inside the grave, am I, like, in a biodegradable shroud, or are you, like, shoving me in a coffin? Because, like...
Biodegradable coffin.
Okay, see, we can work with that.
Hey, little dude, what's up? Care to eat? Have a seat. It's just a...
Remember, kid.
This is just a bat.
Biodegradable coffins.
Welcome, welcome. Another, come to see the pumpkin patch? It really is a nice batch. Oh, this is a nice pumpkin patch. Hey there, buddy. Look at my pumpkins, my wonderful pumpkins. And a succubus. Oh my, we have a guest.
He's just vibing.
Yeah. Oh my god, holy shit, it's Nanamo. Alright, let's see. So we can talk to this unsavory imp here to transform into different characters. Up to something? Me? Never. I'm but a fun-loving imp here to help my fellow revelers enjoy the wake, and I can fashion into a very convincing disguise for the masquerade. All I need is your memory of someone who made a strong impression, someone unforgettable, someone powerful. Let's see. A Pajali woman, as gentle yet as indomitable as nature herself. It's probably Kane Senna. A stalwart Rogadin woman of unshakable conviction, probably Merlewib. A rugged Huron man of unmatched in loyalty and valor, Rauban. A charming and compassionate Lalafellan lady of noble birth, that's probably, one Nanamo. A courageous and clever Garlean man admired by many, that would be our good buddy Sid. And a compassionate Huron woman who leads a secret organization, secret in quotation marks. I believe that's Minfilia. Anyway. What's up, Pumps?
This is delightful. You wish to have words? Very well, what would you know?
Also, I should point out, another interesting fact is the more expansions you've cleared, the further you've gotten into the story, the more costumes that are available to you. What is this place?
Your memory is fleeting as your lifespan, child.
Fuck you.
As I told...
I live for a very long time, I'll have you know.
As I told you before, this is my home. You're welcome to come and go as you please.
Who are you exactly?
You need ask? My head is not merely for show. I am the archfiend feared and revered since time immemorial. The great Gord who once led legions of darkness is, in fact, merely a title held by those of my coven. Each generation the knowledge of control denizens of the void has passed down alongside the appellation? I believe it's how to say it. To control denizens. Yeah.
What is it that you do exactly?
I watch. My ancestors once bound the void sent to their will as a means to wage war and caused irreparable harm to the world in so doing. Remorseful for their actions, they swore to never be complicit in such a tragedy again. We have watched ever since. Our goal is not to harm the minions of darkness, but to educate them, show them that peace is an option. But I have spoken enough. I had not realized entertaining a guest could be quite so thrilling.
I'm glad you're having fun. I'm leaving. I'm scared. Well, actually, first we should probably go up the stairs and see if there's anything interesting up here. I believe, in fact, that the Great Gord here is talking specifically about a civilization that we have not really encountered too much of, but is a civilization that comes up in the Heavensward Alliance raids, as well as the Black Mage quest a little bit, which is known as Mahak. It's basically a city of like, demon-summoning black mages, which usually never ends well for anybody.
I'm just thinking about those raids again.
Yep. The Haunted Manor is now accepting guests for the Marvelous Masquerade. Shall I escort you to the front door? No, I'm leaving. I got shit to do. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. It's MSQ time. There's no more laughing. It's only serious time. Oh, actually, there's a repeatable quest. I'm kidding. We're not doing that. We got shit to do. So,
I was gonna say, please don't ever ask me to do those alliance raids again. Please don't
I
ever.
will not. Don't worry about it. Alright, so, what we were doing last time is we were attempting to find a corrupted crystal to use to pierce the storm barrier around Garuda's lair. We had been sent on a fun, in quotation marks, fetch quest, and our quest will end with the curious case of Giggity, where we have to use this true heart item, which is this bright blood-colored ore is thought to be a symbol of loyalty and honesty. Gonna have to use that to lure out a guy.
A guy.
Alright, and these Spriggans, I believe, will actually aggro onto us, so we're gonna be a little careful here. Alright, let's toss this sucker out. And there he is, the Crystal Bearer.
Lord.
Look at this guy.
He's large and in charge, baby.
That he is. That he is. Alright, we got him. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, we didn't actually aggro them. That's cool.
Nice.
I guess we're high enough level that we wouldn't. But, yeah, well, good to know.
Or
All right.
maybe they just didn't have their peepers in.
Also true. Just dissociating a little bit. We've all been there.
You know what? Yeah. Can't blame them.
All right. Just change my sound settings a bit here so I have the right thing. Alright, I can't mount. I have to just sprint. And we're going to, I guess, the amphitheater again. Figures. Although one thing we might as well do. We have a couple of quests that we can pick up here. We've got, like civilized men and women. Lieutenant Scarlet is looking for a few good soldiers. Would you like to take this one? I think it's...
Come closer, Lieutenant Lorelei. I would prefer that this tale be heard by you and you alone. It concerns a sensitive subject with which you are doubtless well acquainted, the Battle of Cartano. I speak of that bloodbath which marked the end of the 6th Astral Era, when both the... oh god.
7th.
7th. Legion and allied forces were slaughtered by that winged abomination which did its utmost to destroy all we know and love. I talk about not having peepers in. No part of Eorzea was untouched by the Elder Primal's rage, least of all the Cartano Flats, which were ravaged, nay, remade in the fires of destruction. The flats were rendered
You could even say
cursed.
they were reborn.
Ooh. The flats were rendered an accursed wasteland, and all decent small folk know to keep a wide berth. Consequently, many question why the Eorzean Alliance continues to maintain a military presence in the region, despite the personnel and materiel required to do so. Allegan ruins, that's why. Allied scholars have been studying them since their discovery following the battle, during which time the Cartano Flats have been jointly administered by the 3 member nations of the Eorzean Alliance. This was an acceptable state of affairs for a time, but no longer. Ul'dah, Limsa, and Gridania have all formally asserted a claim to the territory. A diplomatic resolution is no longer possible. The matter is to be decided on the field of battle. Lest you fear that this marks the advent of total war, worry not. We are allies as ever and shall conduct ourselves accordingly. All hostilities will be confined to the disputed territories, and engagements shall be fought to submission, not death. So you see, you needn't hesitate to join the fray. Should you have the misfortune of facing a friend in battle, you will only be expected to subdue him, not kill him.
Great.
Aye, that's right. I tell you all this because we need men and women of your caliber on the front line. These ruins are of vital importance to our nation's security, and we cannot surrender them to a foreign power. You need not make a decision now. All I ask is that you speak with our man at the airship landing and listen to what he has to say.
Cool. And the other one, let the hunt begin. One man's scourge is another man's chance to splurge. I don't know about that one. And Lieutenant Scarlet can help you find a reason in this rhyme.
Ugh. Glory hounds such as yourself. Oh god, I accidentally minimized the window. Glory hounds such as yourself will be pleased to have this news from the powers that be. The Eorzean Alliance has established a new system known as the Hunt. We never lack for creatures and men that disturb the sylvan serenity. Henceforth these miscreants shall be marked for felling, and whoever deals the blow shall collect a reward. 'Tis a bounty system when all is said and done. The Alliance makes much of this joining of sword hands, while allowing rivalries to go unchecked elsewhere. Small wonder that some see a bent branch where we claim a bough true and proud. But these are matters for our betters to ponder. For now you may serve by offering the Hunt your considerable talent for slaughter.
I think I'm better at, like, healing, but okay.
The bounty is rich, and you stand to gain much for your services. But don't take my word for it. Speak with the Hunt Bill Master to learn of rewards and other such details.
Yeah, sure. Hey there, Bill. Hi there, I'm Bill Masters. Here to join the hunt, are you? Excellent, excellent. I'll get right to the explanation. First things first, you want to take a good look at this hunt board. There are bills for all sorts of marks here. There are two kinds of bills. The kind for regular marks and the kind for elite marks. The second of these are the more notorious sort. Before you go after one of them, I recommend you consult a hunter scholar. These people are veterans of the hunt who can recite the Ramdale Codex by heart. Once the hunt's done, you'll receive tokens called allied seals, which you can exchange for exclusive wares. If any of that got stuck going down, you're welcome to come back and ask again and again. No doubt. I can attend to any allied seals you'd like to spend as well. Woods will be done, Lieutenant. If I don't hear from you soon, I'll take it you weren't hunt material, or that a mark got the best of you. Oh, do cheer up. Better to die once than live ever in shame. Actually, fuck you, man. So, the hunt is a thing that is the point of all those hunter-scholar folks that we've seen all over the place. It's their job to tell us about all the cool stuff. Alright, let's get to Miketos and turn in this quest. Hello, Hedin. You want to take this one? Emily? I can take it for now. One sec, let me double check something real quick. Alright. Ah! Pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that god's awful smell? I got this corrupted crystal here, over-aspected ether manifested into solid form. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh, I also see you weren't averse to digging through the Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as that warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected ether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous two attempts were for naught. Thanks, jackass. Better late than never. Hedin has neglected to return to you your corrupted crystal. Beg your pardon, Rouge, I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message to you from Professor Lambertaint. Something about a man named Marquise? Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me I have yet to ask you why you need the crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? 'Twould reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Ah, well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Oh, actually, hang on. I don't think I read this one. The professor's thesis also postulates the existence of corrupted crystals which could be used to liken which could be likened to specialized converters, in that they could only be used to alter ether of a single aspect to ether of another aspect, say earth to fire, for instance. Yet my research thus far suggests that such crystals do not exist. Could it be that the professor is, dare I say it, wrong?
Well, I was gonna say, what? Is the guy creating, like, catalytic converters out of crystals?
Who knows? Alright. Alright, we'll chat with this gentleman first. You want to take this one?
Sure. Lieutenant Lorelei, come to join the fight, have we? Very good indeed.
Oh boy, it's Frontline. Guys, look at this game mode we're never gonna do. Whoa.
Exactly.
This is Nico's thing, not mine.
I've literally never touched this.
I know it has good glams. Doesn't mean I hate it any less.
I just am scared of PvP, okay?
Yeah, me too.
Like, that's it.
They'll just run into each other and collide. Just go, ugh, and then fall over.
Me on a daily basis. Now, before we proceed, I must warn you, this isn't going to be like some jaunt in the wolves' den. You'll be pitted against wave after wave of fellow Alliance members in battle, and they won't care one whit that you're the Warrior of Light. This campaign will be long and brutal, and victories won today may be undone tomorrow. Consider the borderland ruins. We need only seize control of each ruin in the region, right? Wrong. Defense is paramount as well, for our rivals will muster forces to challenge our claims. It is for that reason we have established an airship route direct to the front line. Those who are ready and willing to fight will never want for transportation. Ah, but that look on your face bespeaks confusion. Are we at war or not? What is this bollocks about no killing? What in the seven hells is going on? That is what you're thinking, yes? It's less war and more organized violence to resolve a territorial dispute. And yes, it is to be civilized violence. Killing Alliance members is strictly prohibited, though accidents have been known to happen, mind you.
That does not make me feel better.
No. But you of all people have nothing to fear. You've escaped certain death more times than I can count. What are the odds you'll fail to do so this time, eh?
Not zero.
Exactly.
Anyway. Hi, I'd like to go to the landing area, please.
See, Otaku, that would be me. I would get cranky because I would also die a lot.
Oh, yeah,
And that's not why I play games. I play games to not be cranky.
Congratulations, Hunter. I'm so proud of you. Why do you tarry, Ruja? Our work is not yet finished. We must press onwards until the Harpy Queen lies broken at our feet.
Shut up.
Do you want to take Sid?
Or let me pretend to be an old man in the body of a 30-something.
Yes, he's 30 years old. He's not that old.
All repairs and modifications have been completed, Rusha. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda.
Well, here you go. This particular sample happens to be covered in Spriggan offal. Offal is right. It smells terrible!
But, I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Rusha. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. You think
Okay.
Sid is a brat? P up? No. No. Nero is the brat in any relationship Sid has ever been
No,
in.
I think he's talking about. I think BF's talking about Alpha Node.
Oh.
He's definitely a brat.
My apologies. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. Mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do.
Cool. I'm gonna decline the quest really quick, just because I need to make sure that my MSQ volume is turned up. Okay, there we go.
Alright,
Sorry,
Yen.
Sid. I'll do it again. Now I need you to read everything again. I'm just kidding.
Alright, Yen. High School Musical sound and ass.
I'll take the boots. Why not?
Yo, tell me that Sid doesn't sound like grown-up Troy from High School Musical.
Could be. Lady of the Vortex. With Sid's modifications now installed, the Enterprise is finally ready to make the journey into the Howling Eye.
Let's do it. According to my test, my bad. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... May happen is better that we remain positive.
No, sorry, what was it? Sorry, what was it? Can you... whatever.
No, tell us. Ruja, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand.
It's true, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Like, yeah, hey, you wanna revisit that part?
Nah, it's fine.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs.
Thank you, Sam Riegel. It's so fucking weird hearing his voice.
I know.
Alright, let's do this! What are you doing, Alpha Node? That's weird, dude. I'm just standing here. Alpha Node's like, look, I'm contributing!
And an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Why does he get to say it?
Alpha Node's like, I'm pretending you're my dad.
He's got the hair color, right?
Yeah.
And again, that's not exactly an uncommon thing.
Apparently not in this
we're
universe.
still not sitting on anything. There's chairs everywhere, guys.
They have a lot better balance than I do.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, he's taking off his funny little goggles. So you got a little something right here, like right in the middle of your forehead.
Damn it.
What? I know, man. It's not that bad. Don't worry about it.
I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
God, this voice is not very good.
Well, you know.
And why does his headache have to transfer to me?
Sympathy pains.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles?
And where is that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? God, he looks like such a little
I
shitter.
fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
Is that trend-setting, honey?
The young prodigy, admired by all. Exactly like his father.
I made those thigh-high boots look fantastic.
I was gonna say, honey, that ain't an outfit.
He's an engineer, not a designer.
Born and raised in Garlean Empire.
So weird. Garlemald looks a lot like an empty white void.
Yes. Well, you know, they can't actually show us what it looks like.
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same?
Garla coping, Garla seething, Garla malding.
Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye?
I don't know. Why are you asking me this shit, man? Oh, probably around that time, I would say.
When did meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter?
Oh, God. Peeled Sid. I don't like it. Put the beard back on, please. Hi, Darth Vader.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession.
Peeled Sid looks like human Shrek.
Kinda does.
Brand new sentence just dropped.
Gotta love the English language, am I right? Wow, this must be a long airship ride for us to go through all this
And
therapy,
so I
huh?
ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
I found these two jackasses. What the fuck? What the? Is that me? What?
Yeah, this bit didn't...
Yeah, this bit is supposed to be...
Yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
This bit is supposed to be different, I think, if you have a legacy character, but it also just makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
You look great, boss. Where did you get those?
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it?
I don't fucking know, man.
Buddy.
It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye.
That is, I think that is actually the first time we've had that mentioned. But that's what that is, that's an
Mine
eye.
didn't recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
Remember, kids, if you ever see somebody in Final Fantasy XIV who looks like a Hearer, who's wearing like a headband, they might just be a Garlean.
To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle.
Eorzea's protectors, and also Alpha Mode.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
I also like how you just casually time travel without any effort. No explanation, just this one-time thing. Yeah. They kind of forgot about this one, I think.
Alphino, did you not hear the whole therapy session?
My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
I mean, we've already kind of kept her waiting.
Yeah,
oh yeah, that would be an Eye of the Vortex, all right. That looks fucked up.
Yeah, we kind of made this whole thing take longer because we had like a therapy session. Sid kind of got some stuff out there.
Yeah. By the way, Sid, that'll be $150.
Yeah, and
do you have medical insurance?
Yeah, there's a national Adderall shortage.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
What is it, Ruja? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts at a time like this.
Of course I am.
Or do you truly wish to return to Gridania?
Nah. Alright. Alpha Node? No, that's my fairy, actually. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Ruja, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Despite the fact, I should clarify, however, I'm not helping you. I just want to make that clear. Beyond those gates awaits our foe. I mean your foe. Are you, I mean you specifically, not me or Sid, are you and your friends prepared to meet with her? Yeah. Alright, here we go. Howling Eye. With the aid of the Enterprise and its legendary captain, Sid Garland, you've broken through the swirling winds that shield the Howling Eye. Yet the challenges you have surmounted pale in comparison to the one that last awaits you beyond the gates. At long last, the end is nigh, be it Garuda's or your own. Oh, I'm the party leader. I get to do this. Let's do this shit. Let's go! Nico, also, I apologize in advance because this cutscene before Garuda is very fucking long. So if you're late to your Criterion thingy, tell them that it's my fault and that they should watch my stream. But I'm not sorry. In that order.
Also, I will at some point probably have to randomly mute myself because there will be food being brought back. So just an FYI, if I ever just randomly poof, it is
okay,
food.
Cool. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Unless you want to read Garuda, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Did we have to do a moving shot of her hips?
Yes, of course.
12 preserve. She's huge. My God.
Oh.
Those.
To quote my favorite podcast at the moment, Kill James Bond, America really cares about tits.
It's true.
I live and breathe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these guys. I kind of forgot about this. That's
Over
you again.
there.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, there's kobolds.
Oh, poor guys.
Animalja.
Amalja and kobold prisoners, but why would the Ixal bring them here?
Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror, and by we, I mean her. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind.
Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda.
You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails.
Festoon is such a good word.
Quack! Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. An offering to Garuda they will serve.
Leave the Ixal to us, Ruja. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her.
Do not fail, Ruja. Remember, you fight for the Scions, for Eorzea. Oh shit, the Castlevania music is kicking in.
Banger music.
This worm would seek to die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Okay, jeez, lady.
Me at work.
Well, at least she's having fun, that's what's important. There's the smile. Oh yeah, this is a good track.
Oh, love it.
Alright, gamers, let's do this thing. Laughing. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Sorry. In
That's
advance.
fair.
I'm gonna go stand over here. Oh, she's leaving. Everybody get behind a rock. Get behind a rock, Nico. Yeah, that's right. Get behind a rock, you fucking idiot. Uh-oh, feathers. Kill! Soon you will see the depths of your folly, mortals! Behold, the same thing, but in a different place this time!
Yeah.
Damn, lady, you're really doing it. That's crazy.
I felt like this was
Well, I just noticed that our black mage is named Shake and Bake.
Nice.
Oh, I guess the reckoning is coming, I guess.
I felt like this was one of the weaker fights, which sucked because
No escape, no hope, none! I don't know, I think there's like some hope.
Because I love a nice, lady entering her villain era.
Mm-hmm.
But, unfortunately, this fight is a bit of a joke.
Yeah. Okay, don't stand in front of her, Nico. You fool! It's fine. My power! No! No, no, no! You don't zoom in on that, please. What? Oh, no, that's you.
What? How in the hells?
Ha ha ha! This is my realm! You have no hope here! None! None! See ya, Nico. Thanks for the help. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? I mean, kind of.
We've already done it at least twice.
It's true. My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. They shall all worship none but me, the one true God. Laughter. Of course! Worship! So long as the Ix will keep praying, she will never fall.
Then let's stop them. Congratulations, you're just now...
She's just gonna let him do that? Or... Oh shit. She's not gonna let us do that. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. I don't think there are any city-states other than those, though. I'll just stop with them.
Yeah.
Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time. All shall be mine, all mine. You, Landwalker, you who dared raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins. Not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. Oh no, she's gonna temper us. Or no, she was wind aspected. She's gonna blow us. How is this possible? My tornado blowjob has failed. I've had better head. That's a lie. Ruji gets no action. Please stop zooming in on the tits. You don't need to do that.
But Henry, how else would they get across that she's a big lady?
Just make her a bird, but put a pink ribbon on her head.
Oh, yeah. Rotate the Ruja.
I did it. I got all the rocks. Excuse me. What? What are you? What have you done to me? I don't like how she's undulating. No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. You're blowing me. We did it. Is she up there? No, she's just whatever. Well,
They
how'd I
did
go?
Garuda so dirty. They could have written, like... They could have done a lot better in her design.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to turn the volume up, so this is going to be a little quiet. We?
We, he says.
Darth Vader?
Oh, this guy.
Hey, buddy. What's up? I mean, well, actually, this is the first time we've met you. Big talk, so coming from somebody who has not done anything.
Yeah. You kind of hadn't done anything, dude.
What? What does that mean?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day?
Oh, we were gonna kill the primal.
We're kind of doing it.
Yeah.
Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Okay. Get him, jobbers! Okay, that's pretty cool. He's like a Boba Fett. Oh man, look at how easily he killed those jobbers.
Is that all? Insolent mortal! shall make you suffer. That foul stench. I see.
You've gotten blown by someone else.
Oh, please stop.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
No, I think she's gonna blow some other people, probably. Please, Ifrit, grant us succor before Garuda suckers. How long can I keep this joke up?
As long as needed.
I can't think of anyone for that one.
Aw, the poor little kobolds. They're just little dudes.
She cannot mean to.
No, the forbidden tornado plunger. Oh. Hey, man. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Weapons Refrain Ultimate. This is the ultimate encounter released in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. I think we're a little underleveled for this. Give me a pun.
No.
Well, I can't just do it on command. That's not really what puns are. But, I mean, if I think of pun, I'll let you know.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Anyway.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
Did Titan and Ifrit get voiced lines here? No, they're just... okay. That's fine. That's weird. Is that like a dinosaur?
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire.
Behold! Something the Empire did not create!
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair. No! No! No!
Mmm, tastes like chicken.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
Did you know it would get wings, Nero? That's crazy.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
I'd say it's more of a DC, personally.
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire.
That's nice.
There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
Sid, we should leave, buddy. Here's another question. Did they know that the Ultima weapon would get wings, A? And B, if they didn't know, how did they think they were going to get the weapon out of here?
What chance have we against such an ungodly
You don't know who that is?
That was Gaius van Baelsar, legatus.
It's not how that name is pronounced, Sid.
And supreme commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We've been busy.
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts. But that was the extent of their aggression.
Have I ever eaten carrots? Yeah, I've eaten carrots. Why do you ask?
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the
How many breads have you eaten in your lifetime?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Whatever you say, kid. Alright, well, mission success, I guess. We did it. Anyway, we're back. Sid, how's it going? That weapon didn't destroy those primals, it devoured them. Gods only know what else it can do. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Ruja. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw, like, 6 types of bread. What, list them. What types of bread? I want to hear it. Ah, but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. Seems almost a shame to plot its destruction. But we're gonna do it anyway. Free Wing Night. Reclamation. Alpha Node is ready to return to the Waking Sands. It is past time we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. We should depart for Vesper at once. Waking Sands awaits. Well, off we go. That was fun. We did it, everybody. We made MSQ progress, and we're only an hour and 30 minutes into the stream. We've still got so much time to go. So many sights to see. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, also I should... Nico, get out of the party. You're not here anymore. Well, in we go. Also, in case people are curious, Emily is eating right now. That's why they are not around. But they will return in Avengers Infinity War. Affinity War? Infinity War. Hey, Sid. I had no idea, Ruja. I can only imagine how you felt when you returned that day. We collected all the shiny rocks surely near the end of the game. We've got at least 6 levels left. Tell me, Ruja, does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Yeah, there's only one vase that's been tilted over. You'd think they would have tilted over, like, all of them. Mayhap is my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. That was a short fucking quest. Wait. Why do you get to open the door, Sid? Who goes there? Oh, hi, Ida. Now, Ida, is that only way to greet a friend? Alphanode! Ruja! Sid! Wait, is this a dream? One sec, folks. I'll be right back. I need to check on something real quick. Back. Sorry about that. Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. Oh, she's dead. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I actually wasn't here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church has taken care of the bodies, but still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me... Y'shtola is here, too. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalimo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. The one Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his Allagan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Sneeping. Also maybe sneeping, hard to tell. Ma? Is that you, Ma?
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola! Ruja, I see you and Alphanode are safe. And Sid. Hi, Sid. Hi, I'm not dead. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Soir guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily, not now when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mor Dhona, Castrum Sentry. Ida doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And neither do I. We did it. We're also level 53 now. Hey everybody, how's it going? Gaius may have called it a weapon of ancient Elag, but I saw extensive Magitech modifications. An Imperial Castrum. 'Twas to be expected, I suppose. Alright, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfilia and the others. Casing the Castrum. Y'shtola wishes to discuss the fate of the prisoners being held at Castrum Sentry. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Ruja. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial Castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of the House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Corthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Oh good. Corthus again. My favorite. It is fortunate indeed that we were able to regroup here. I did not much care for my chances of surviving a foray into an Imperial stronghold alone, but I am certain that together we will find a way to rescue our fellow scions. Alright, well, off to, Camp Dragonhead. How is everybody doing today? It's on this Friday evening. It's been a busy day for me. I've had a lot of things that I've needed to do. This stream is one of them. But, laughing at the placing of an A-rank hunt mark? What's that? What's funny about it? Oh, also, I should talk about this Morble minion. A Morble seedling. It is in fashion amongst wealthy Uldan merchants and nobles to bring Morble seedlings to banquets, so that the upper crust might inhale the seedkin's boot-like bad breath to induce vomiting, to allow them to engorge themselves for the duration of the gathering. That's fucking weird. It's right outside Dismal Darkhold. Classic. Did a Morble just empty its innards? I feel ill. Imperial soldier. Well, is it a dragon? Because if it's not a dragon, then of course the knights don't care. It's a dragon? Oh, well, maybe he's just a bitch then. Hello. Ah, Ruja, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Y'shtola. But of course, Lord Drillamont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. B, A, and S ranks are all dragons. Oh, well, good to know. Castrum Sentry. What interests have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Hurrian woman, an Elzen man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male and 1 female. It's them! It has to be Minfilia, Urianger, Papalimo, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Korthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadan and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadan and a Lalafell, Master Garland. I see you're alive, by the way. I'm shocked that more people aren't reacting to that. Neither wore Imperial dress, and they both seem disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned! It's Biggs and Wedge! Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Ruja, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I'd fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum's Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation, and we in Ishgard are not going to help you. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portalaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Oh, hey, guys. Do you guys ever take the weapons off of your armor? It feels like it'd be kind of clumsy to have on all the time. Darth Vader Power Rangers, yep. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritatin, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the western front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half of our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord! My quarters, 1 hour. What? Are they gonna fuck? Is that what's... I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it too much.
I returned at the opportune time because I'm pretty sure that's exactly
Hey,
what's
welcome
happening.
back! I promise, I didn't plan it like that. Eyes of the Empire.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's happening, kids.
Probably. Lord Portalaine would like to aid your search for, Wags and Bidge. I think that's their name. My purpose here is to recontier Garlean activity along Abelathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now, the report of the Imperial's airship emergency landing came to us by way of Dismal Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So, as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. He wants to talk about her getting all these He wants to talk to her about all these HR complaints he's been getting about her. Yeah, that's probably more likely.
Yeah, people are like, hey, she's been making all these weird comments about you. You might want to, like, talk to her about that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, have somebody else there, just in case.
And Gaius is like, I'll just talk to her, it's fine. Hey, buddy. You stand before Dismal Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. I know that, I've already been in here. Letter of introduction penned by Portalane, rather. A letter from Lord Portalane. So, you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce but touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have been since sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pyramons. He should be able to assist you.
Man, all these French names.
Yep. It's Corthus, all right. Oh yeah, there's the hunt mark. Hey man, are you gonna do anything about that?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Nah.
Nah.
I am not logged in, and even if I were, Persephone absolutely would not be doing anything about that.
Yeah, that's not my problem. A letter from Lord Portapotty? The very same. Professor Poopy Pants from Captain Underpants.
Yes.
Anybody remember those books?
I never read them, but I do remember seeing them quite
Classic.
often.
Classic books, those.
No, I think about that time I was too far into being a Warrior Cats child to read literally anything else.
That's fair. I can understand that. I wasn't into it as much, but yeah.
Yeah, I said it on the podcast that I was on to talk about Animorphs, but I was very much a Warrior Cats child. I say looking at the bookshelf that holds those very same books to this day.
The classics. Alright. Here. Do you want to take this one?
The Imperial airship? I saw it approach to land with my own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them.
Cool. I love a good consternation. Footprints in the snow. Sir Pyramons wants to share with you what he knows of the two fugitives.
There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness in order to alert our forces to return to post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the footprints to their owners.
Why? Do not go into the Aurum Vale to find safety. You will not find it there. Look at these tiny baby footprints. Also, I'm not looking at the footprints at all.
Well, you know.
Yep, these sure are more footprints. Whose footprints are these?
We can only imagine.
Probably some small baby.
A child.
Let's see. Oh, there's more footprints. God, I love... Why does the surveying have to take so long?
Because you need to look at footprints for an inordinate amount of time.
But I'm not looking at the footprints. Whatever.
Gameplay indeed.
Gameplay.
This is the true gameplay we all asked for.
The biggest gameplay of all time. Oh, look at that. Look, you can see the quest marker sticking out of the, out of the bridge. I think I know where he is, guys.
I love that about this game. Sometimes when you just see the quest marker sticking out of places.
You could say it was wedged in there.
But,
Woo! So cold. I want to go home. Me, anytime I go to work. Ah! Please don't eat me. I swear I'm not as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Oh yeah, instance time. You do that. Ruja, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell's-bent on evading them I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was.
That's working retail, honey.
Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. You want to take Sid again? Yeah.
Sure. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success?
Yeah, I found the little guy.
Tracked down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs?
Working on it.
I see. It hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him.
Aw.
I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but I have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Y'shtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there.
Dare I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with? Yep. After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Ruja. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Sounds good.
Beans, little dude.
Yep. And this quest name is very apt. It really do be footprints in the snow. And that is fucking it.
It doesn't get more literal.
It does not. Hang on, we gotta read these fates. What's on your mind? Very little is known about the Void, other than the laws that govern our realm do not always apply. In addition to one-eyed monstrosities, peculiar balls of fur, and nightmarish demons, oddities such as the floating orbs of energy also periodically break through the boundaries that separate the realm from the Void. Make no mistake, however, everything through those rifts does not belong in Eorzea and must be destroyed. So that one is, yeah, what's on your mind? And then there's also another fate over here that we can start. Hey guys, how's it going? I would join you in battle if I could, but my wounds, I fear they would only burden you. You there! Yes, you there! My unit has abandoned me, and I sit here cold and bleeding. Might I convince you to spare a few moments of your time clearing the area of a few, small pests up about Monument Tower? I use the word small in a purely figurative sense, for the pests I refer to are actually quite large. Giant, one might even say. So then, do you perhaps fancy yourself a slayer of giants? Sure. Just the answer I was hoping to hear. Injuries be damned, your spirit has rekindled mine own. Let us charge into battle together. Tower of Power. Forward, attack! Yeah, good luck with that, guys. As if Ishgard did not have its hands full with the Dravanian horde, hostile bands of hostile giants of bandits from the north have descended into Korthus to wreak their havoc. House Halliarnet Guard seeks assistance in driving one such band from the area surrounding Monument Tower. Well, I'm sure they'll do great. But I'm leaving.
Good luck with that, fellas.
Yep, see ya. Guarding this place must suck. You're a long way from home, adventurer. I know.
Yeah, I want to go back.
Yeah, I hate it here. Hi there.
Although the piano music is great, can I get this atmosphere everywhere I go?
Yeah, nice and gothic.
Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm?
I'm looking for a guy. I also got this guy.
Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth.
God, I love a good broth.
Chicken noodle soup time. How are we feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can.
Okay.
I mean, we don't really ever get rest in this game, but okay.
Not really. Anything else to say?
You have done well to brave the frozen wilderness, adventurer. Stay a while and be warm.
I love being warm. Oh, hey, Dalen. Monumental hopes. Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I couldn't bear to think that Biggs is still alone in the cold with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Ruja, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Thank goodness you found me, Ruja. I would have frozen or drowned or been eaten by a mud puppy if it wasn't for you. Have you seen a big dude?
A Rogan gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by.
That makes sense. Alright, let's go check out this cave.
Cave time.
Oh yeah. Nice bit of traveling in the snow. Got some plasmoids. God, this place sucks.
It is very nicely modeled, though.
Oh yeah. Love a good
I like-
old-fashioned ice cave.
I like the snow and the caves, just not when I'm buried in snow, you know?
Yeah. It's never fun. Ah, fuck, I hit a plasmoid. Whatever.
Well, they make such sad little noises.
Yeah. Stop attacking me. Go away.
It's like how the some of the enemies in the in all the Silent Hill games make the dog noises. I hate it.
Mm-hmm. How about that Silent 2 remake information, by the way?
I'm tentatively excited.
I've heard that one's a good one, so... Ruja, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area? Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Notorious Biggs.
But
Wedge is determined to find Biggs. We can't give up, Ruja. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen. And hurry! Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment.
I don't know. He's got plenty of body heat and body fat.
Yeah.
I think he'd be okay.
And he's probably working up a bit of a sweat running, too.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on? I do not envy the man who must patrol the gaze. Nor I, my friend.
I mean, it doesn't seem that bad.
Just cold. A bottle is missing. Explain yourselves. Doesn't really look like
I
a
don't
bottle's
know.
missing.
Maybe they just wanted, like...
Kayleen?
It seems the fate of Monument Tower to watch the Watcher. 'Twas built to guard the Fury's gaze, and the stone beyond price hidden in its depth.
The what?
And now... I just heard watch the Watcher and, like, immediately thought of the Watcher House. The true crime brain. And now it keeps its vigil against the Garlean outpost, for the jewel that is Ishgard must never fall into the Empire's unclean hands. Yeah.
Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through the Danafan Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantees that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. You are not leaving snow and ice in your wake, I hope? The melted stuff is right hazardous, mark you. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. I have survived countless campaigns against the dragons. I would sooner not be remembered as the knight who was undone by a puddle. The laughter that would surely follow me all the way to the great beyond. Well, that's nice, buddy. I'm gonna go jump off the tower, then.
I can't say anything. I've had 2 major falls this year.
No mortal man could survive such a drop. Anything in here? No, that's just a dragon killer. Big ol' lance. Can I get a better look at that, maybe? There we go. That's pretty cool. Anyway, no mortal man could survive that drop, huh? I am no man.
It's not good.
I'm okay.
I thought it wouldn't let you. I'm shocked.
Nope. They'll only kill you with fall damage in this game if you're aggroed to an enemy. And I'm not aggroed.
I guess I was just thinking of Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Dragon Age Inquisition.
Classic. At least they let you jump in that game. That's something, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Ida. Ruja, we found Biggs, but he's in trouble. Oh, cool. Let's help then. Actually, I suppose you would be Ida and I'd be Ishtola.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to take one versus the other?
It doesn't matter. I'm good with whatever.
Oh, you can take this guy.
Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer?
Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Damn, they're both stanced up.
Ah, Ruja, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave.
Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something now.
Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me.
Obi KB. He's not alone. Or no, I guess that's you again.
He's not alone. Kill them all.
Kill every last one of them. How did you know where to find me? We didn't, actually. We looked for a very long time. Hold your ground. Reinforcements are coming.
I was gonna say, does it matter how?
Vanguards, destroy them! The more the merrier. I'll pound you all into the next Umbral era. Ida, less provoking and more pummeling if you would be so kind. Ruja, stay close to Biggs. No. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'm gonna run all over the place. I'm gonna slap the ground off so much. You have no idea.
Slap, slap.
Ah! How many of them are there?
A lot.
More than are conducive to merriment. Next time, eat it. Have a care what you wish for. Oh, but Biggs, you're getting a little low on HP there, buddy boy. Thank God I'm a healer. This is the last of them. I don't know how you know that, but sure.
Okay.
I love that the Empire employs people whose method of fighting is just fist fighting for some reason.
Well, yeah.
Fuck you. Get paper cut, idiot.
Oh, man, I got a paper cut on, like, the pad of one of my thumbs the other day.
That's awful.
Ugh.
My thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must... Oh, no, that's you. Whatever.
It's fine. He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him.
Well, there's a tower. Go to the tower.
Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste.
Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge. Aw, I love reunions.
Yeah, the two lesbians can handle it.
Yeah. I wish... I know that they would probably just, like, escort him back, but I would love to see Ida just, like, whole hard just, like, pick up Biggs and, like, throw him over her shoulder and just, like, walk away. Like, alright, let's get moving. She's a monk. She could probably do it.
Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind.
Advanced paper cuts, cardboard cuts. Oh, those are even worse.
I've never had one, but that sounds terrible. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, my body is cringing just thinking about them because I've gotten them before too. They're just awful.
I frequently get a lot of paper cuts because I deal with paper quite a lot at my job, but cardboard cuts, ugh.
I cannot thank you enough, Ruja. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it.
We are a family, are we not?
Are we? Sure. Well, yes, it's just... I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life. And you save Wedges too, Ruja. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Hi, guys. Biggs! Oh, no, that's you. You're Sid. You are Sid.
I am Sid. Biggs, Wedge. Gods, it's good to see the two of you again.
Chief, it's really you! In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh...
When Alphino told me of the raid of the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened?
The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming, right?
I myself have asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a miss in the horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by... potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Carry on.
We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them.
Castrum Sentry.
I don't know.
What happened next?
What happened next is a random Transformers fact. Let's see. Oh yeah, Rhinox, one of the characters in Beast Wars, once defeated the full Predacon team by farting. Yep.
Of course, of course.
Well, we were held in that isolation what felt like years, but it was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So, risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Wah ha 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 ha.
If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs's handiwork, like it is not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend.
I feel like the Transformers writers have some bad fetishes at some point. It's not just them, it's most TV writers in general, I think.
Yeah. Like, the Totally Spies writers as well.
Yep.
Ruja, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are so many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Menphilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garlean Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for.
Wahoo!
One day I'll be able to talk.
Hurrah! Me too. We did it. Biggs is no longer notorious. I love the animation of him sitting down.
It's so cute.
I knew the chief was still alive. Deep down, I always knew. And he looks healthy, too. Well, he could do with a shave, I suppose, but other than that, no! You keep that beard on him.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Come into my castrum. Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Menphilia and the other scions.
Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Menphilia and others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mor Dhona. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare him, better than most. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Now that we found Biggs yeah. Okay, it's the same thing.
Alright, looks like there's also another quest up here. Might as well pick that up. And then we'll get to explore Mor Dhona for the first time. Hello, Colleen. Doubt truth to be a liar. In times of simmering hostility, Sir Colleen would undoubtedly appreciate the aid of an unsuspected adventurer. I say, are you the... Forgive me, I am Colleen, a bannerman of House Halliarnet. Are you not the adventurer who proved our liege lord's innocence? Ah, it is you! You are forged of metal true, madam, and I rejoice to meet you, for there is a delicate mission that only a woman most steadfast may be trusted with. From high upon Monument Tower, we keep watch for the doings of the Garlean outpost. They have been far too active for our heart's ease lately, and we must discourage those forays without resorting to outright hostility. Make a round of the 3 hotspots and look for any trace of the Garleans. Sir Pyramont awaits at Aurum Vale for your report. The speed of the Fury to you, and her Ruth as well. Is Ruth, like, a word for, like, mercy or grace or something? Because, obviously, ruthless is you are without Ruth. But, you know.
I wonder. I don't think I've ever seen it used like that much.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It's times like these, I'm always glad I have an English major with me. Never leave home without him.
Yeah, it says it's an archaic use of the word. It's an archaic word in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
But it says the feeling of pity, distress, or grief.
Interesting.
Which also makes sense if you know the biblical story of Ruth, but
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point.
I don't know why I didn't just think of that, but you know what? We're running on like 1.5 brain cells here, folks.
Oh, yeah.
So
Hello, Garlean-like man. How you doing? You ask if I'm a soldier of Garlemald. Why, this savage land is outside the fold of the Empire. 'Twould be strange indeed for you to see a Garlean here. You doubt me? I care not. It's just the same line. Yeah. I'm gonna slash doubt you, sir. And then perhaps you will attempt to kill me. Why would a soldier of Garlemald venture into enemy territory? An enemy is foolish as well as barbaric, for none can resist our... what I mean to say is the mighty Garlet... Damn it! Retreat! Retreat! Did not use this cool skateboard trick noise when I jumped? No, of course not.
Oh.
I think you're just hearing things, honestly. Check this out, by the way.
is it for Middle English, Ken? I don't have I don't know if my academic access still works, but I can't pull up the Oxford English Dictionary to look at like all the old uses, so like I just had to do a quick Google, so I didn't like have like all the old like documented uses of it. Otherwise I would have done that. I would absolutely pull that up on stream if
Don't worry, I'm not, you know. Strangers are nearby and they smell of engine oil. Gross.
Ew.
Oni, he's paralysized me. It's too bad I can get rid of that.
Yeah, what they don't tell you is like if you give an English major like unfettered access to the Oxford English Dictionary, you will start looking up random words and just seeing like documented uses of it through the years. Like,
yeah, it's fun to learn things.
Just don't.
Hey Pierre, what's up?
What? Oh, 3? You found Garleans at all 3 locations? We despite them slipping over the border from Mor Dhona to survey something, but these forays must be more frequent than we thought. We must increase patrols in the area. I bid you beware, adventurer. If your footloose ways lead you to Mor Dhona, return safely and be our eyes in the wilderness again.
Footloose, footloose.
Footloose.
I don't. Those. That's the only lyrics that I know.
That's all I know too.
I love learning etymology and then promptly forgetting it. Yeah, me too.
That's fair. I'll be here to store it for as long as I can, like a little sponge.
All right, here we are. Mor Dhona? How come there's no less Dhona? Entomology is bugs. That's true. You're home, adventurer, when you're in Revenant's Toll. There's both rest and work aplenty, courtesy of the Adventurers Guild.
So sweet.
Ah, listen to that sound. So before we start exploring this place too much, I'd like to talk about Revenant's Toll as an area real quick. As I understand, when 2.0 first happened, this place did not look like this. In fact, there was a story-based progression where players could essentially perform tasks to help develop this place into what you see before you now. And I feel like that's kind of something that unfortunately this game lacks a lot of. We got a little bit of it in with the Ishgard restoration, but I would love to see more like community-driven events to help like progress areas more. You know, I think that's a really interesting thing, and certainly there's something to be said about not doing that, just so people will never miss out on like limited time rewards. But also like, I feel like that drives engagement. You know. But anyway.
Yeah, I think like a once in a while, it should be done, but not all the time.
Yeah.
When I do open shop, I intend to have all manner of exotic wares ready for sale. However, procuring such goods has proven to be more difficult than I imagined. Return later and perhaps I'll figure a way out of this conundrum.
We've started dealing in ironworks gear. As the name suggests, these items are made by Garlean Ironworks, and the quality is exceptional. As you'd expect, you won't find them anywhere else. Picking up the scent of profit, Rowena quickly secured an exclusive deal to be the realm's sole supplier. The woman's purse continues to grow fat with coin, but we hirelings see nearly a gill of it. Pay your people better, Rowena.
Yeah, that's not cool. I'm Alina, and I work for Rowena. My dream is to one day trade places with the Harridan and work with her as she does as me, like a packed chocobo. You know, I feel that, sister.
Yeah. Hi there. We deal in objects both rare and peculiar. If you find such oddities in your travels, then bring them to me and we'll talk business. Well, the business is, in fact, run by Rowena, and I merely stock the shelves. But one day that will all change. Hi, lady. I'm sure I won't be talking to you a whole lot later.
I'm sorry, but can it wait? I'm rather busy right now with one of Rowena's thankless tasks.
Hi there. Have you come for books, or are you just here to sniff about Gisujana? What? No, Don't accuse me of sniffing a cat girl.
No.
I would never. In public. Hello, ma'am.
Forgive me, madam, but the House of Splendors does not accept unsolicited submissions. Pray speak with Lidanira.
If
you would like,
I think?
Lidirlona? My apologies.
That's
If you would like to become one of our suppliers. I don't like to butcher people's names.
It should be my pleasure to assist you, madam, once you have spoken with my superiors. And here's the lady herself. Ma'am? Hi, ma'am. I'm gonna position this over here so I'm not being disrespectful.
Me getting the bat out. Perhaps you have what it takes to become a collectibles supplier. Regardless, I will let Morgaine be the judge of that. You may find her at St. Renette's Forum in Ishgard should you be interested.
Okay. Allison. Well met, friend, and welcome to Revenant's Toll. Is there aught you wish to know? What do you do here? I am an adventurer like yourself, with the guild, here at the guild's behest to provide support to those who mean to brave the wilds of Mor Dhona. If I might ask, where did you first get your start? Limsa, you say? Well, you may congratulate yourself for having come this far. It takes a seasoned adventurer to make this journey unscathed. Yet, seasoned though you may be, I will advise you to tread warily in these parts. A single misstep could cost you your life. If you were to turn up a corpse, Baderon would never let me hear the end of it. What kind of place is this? This facility was established under the auspices of the auspices of the Adventurers Guild. It used to be situated a short distance to the west, but the calamity laid waste to the original camp. When the reconstruction of the Aetheryte camps began across Eorzea, it was decided that Revenant's Toll would be relocated to where we now stand. Mayhap you wonder where the camp got its name. Well, some years before the Sixth Astral Era ended, an Imperial airship fell from the skies and crashed here. The impact was such that an entire settlement was annihilated in the blink of an eye. When the camp was built, it was named in remembrance of those poor souls who had died in the tragedy. Bummer alert!
Wow. Wow.
How are you, sir?
No time for you, Greenhorn. His stock's reserved for the best of the best.
Sure. How you doing? An adventurer is no mere swinger of swords. We are rolling stones, to be sure, and our destiny is to be worn smooth and ever, skilled in crafting and gathering as well as fighting. I'm getting there.
True.
Let me tell you, I'm fucking getting there, alright.
Hey.
These two are the only two that need to hit 50, and this one's the one that needs to hit 50. I'm working on it. Hey, sir.
Never stray too far from your roots, sister adventurer. So no matter how far you rise, remember, no one can spell success without you.
Aww. Hi there. You know Master Whiskered. Why didn't you say so? What can I get you? Well, I don't know him, actually. I kind of just met him.
Dreams are well and good, but if you live with your head in the clouds, sooner or later you'll find yourself on your rear. My sorry drink-sodden son is an example of this.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
I invite you to find a better turnip in all the realm.
I don't really like turnips.
Yeah, no thanks. My copy of the Ona Ramduda, it was here this morning. Gulgim. Word is it that Gulgim seeks an extra pair of hands. There's a ruined camp to the west of here. You know the place. What I do is recover what I can from the site and bring it back here. The guild's good and the work is plentiful, but I'm feeling a bit done in, to tell the truth. I could use a little help if you're looking for some honest work. Use this sledgehammer to break the locks on the crates and bring back a few of the boxes inside. Say 3. Don't cozen yourself. The guild's good around here because the nasties are nasty. But when you really need to reckon against are the Garleans. Hey man, what are you up to? Just fanning yourself?
Me too, bud.
You call that a knife? Now this here's a knife. It looks like I think that's a fishing pole. No, that's a gun, actually. No, that's a fishing pole. It's a gun fishing pole.
It's like Ruby. Everything's a gun.
Now where in Nafika's name did that girl go? Lay a finger on any of the splendors and I'll cut it off. What do we got over here? Got some farmers. This place has certainly grown lively as of late.
Oh, to be a farmer.
Where do you think the phrase, like shooting fish in a barrel, came from? Good question. I don't know. But I'm sure it's very funny.
Well, if I had the Oxford English Dictionary, I'm sure I could figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm not gonna pull it up just for that.
Frybrita from Futurama.
Welcome to the Diamond Forge. Here we have but one goal: to offer the services of our crafting facilities in accordance with the wishes of Revenant's chapter of the Adventurers Guild. If it's Rona's work you see, you'll find her out the door and to your right. If there's naught else we can help you with, however, then I must ask you to leave.
Eganolf. Vintage equipment's fallen out of favor as of late, though we still deal in them at Rona's behest. They're now bespoke items. She won't have valuable shelf space being taken up by wares that don't sell, you see. Sorry, no, this is yours.
Sorry, but I've my hands full in assisting Iganolf with his orders. You're free to stand there and gape at the shelves all you wish, but if you need aught else, I'm afraid it cannot be of assistance.
Damn, we can't get the cool colored items yet. Hi.
This is not the kind of surgery you want, P-Up. Their instruments are not sterilized.
These must all be moved to the find at once. Hi there. Have an eye for the exotic, madam. I stock only the rarest of luxury items, available nowhere else in the realm. 'Tis only natural, however, that such exclusivity exacts a heavy toll upon one's purse. Oh yeah? How heavy? Jesus, God in heaven. That's 50 million gil.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot of money.
I'm gonna be honest with you folks, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that one for you. Sorry.
That's a lot of money.
Rowena, hello, ma'am.
My name's Rowena. I used to be a traveling weapons merchant till some noble from Ishgard saw my collection, said I had me an eye for quality, and asked if I'd like to work for him, helping him to barter his collection away for all manner of rare artifacts.
Oh, jeez, this is a lot. Do you want me to take this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I could keep doing that voice.
That's fair. Allagan tombstones. They're relics from the Allagan Empire, civilization what thrived during the Third Astral Era. That's around 5,000 years ago, in case you're wondering. Despite their tiny size, each one's said to contain a library's worth of knowledge of the past. They've gained some amount of popularity among the rich eccentrics of the realm, who buy the tombstones from me by the bagful. And for my part, I source them from adventurers like yourself. The Allagan Empire once spanned all Eorzea, so there's no shortage of places where tombstones might be found. Bring me whatever you come upon during your escapades, and I'll strike you a deal. Vintage equipment. In recent years, folks have been taking a renewed interest in antiquity. In the case of the adventuring crowd, this interest takes the form of ancient combat arts, along with the equipment used in them. To cater to the demand for the latter, I've engaged master artisans to recreate vintage armor using modern-day techniques. If you fancy such gear, you can get them right here at the House of Splendors. Geralt's Masterworks. Their arms and armor crafted by Geralt, who has the dubious honor of being both Eorzea's finest weaponsmith and its vilest man. Sounds like there might be a little history there, madam.
Yeah.
Though he's constantly drowning in drink these days, put a hammer in his hand and he transforms into bloody Buyer God himself. Just imagine, then, what the fellow is capable of when he's still at his wits about him. From armor crafting to weaving, he mastered all there was to be mastered as an artisan, and creating works of unsurpassed quality what are still sought after to this day. It just so happens I've managed to procure some of these rare articles. Just so you know, though, owing to their age, the wares might be a touch worn. If you want them returned to mint condition, you'll want to talk to the Fool, as when became Geralt's apprentice. The lad can handle the restoration, or so I'm told. Ironworks gear. The folk of Garlean Ironworks are credited for bringing the marvels of Magitech to Eorzea. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't have nice things like airships. The company's named for its founder and president, Sid Garland. I know that guy. A Garlean engineer. Excuse me, sir, I'm reading. He's president in name only, though. From what I know, the man spends all his time gallivanting about doing his own thing. Neglected by its founder, the Ironworks threatened to, well, founder. But thankfully, Sid's deputy took the helm and righted the ship. Jessie's her name, and hers is the genuine mind. Hers is the genius mind behind the Ironworks gear. These are superior wares, make no mistake, and I have the privilege of being the sole supplier in Eorzea. If you fancy him, go talk to Aurania out front. She'll fix you up with whatever piece you want, assuming you can pay for it. Oh, and you'll be pleased to know that Ironworks gear can be made even stronger than they already are. I've struck a deal with Geralt, and he'll do the augmenting work for my customers. Now, on that lazy bastard, though, odds are he's foisted the responsibility onto his apprentice, Drake, I think the fool's name was. So, that's a fun bit of lore, by the way, for that some people may have passed up. Ironworks gear is kind of the high-end gear for the A Realm Reborn level for around 50. It's probably what we'll be having on basically every single class at the end of A Realm Reborn. And the assumption that a lot of people rightfully make about the Ironworks gear is that Sid designed it. No, actually, he had fucking nothing to do with it because he was off fucking around doing anything else. Jessie, a character we have not yet met, is responsible for literally anything that Ironworks creates, pretty much. Which is funny.
We love Jessie.
Mm-hmm. What about this House of Splendors? You want to know about this little place? It's a reward of sorts, given over for my use and recognition of my contributions to Revenant Toll's growth. Of late, I've expanded to include a cafe on the upper-level terrace. There, folk can enjoy specialties made with rich tomato relish while taking in the hustle and bustle below. Word's been spreading, and we're starting to get custom from faraway places. If you haven't been to the cafe yet, go on up and take a peek. Don't worry, I won't charge you for the view. How magnanimous of you. But, you know what? I think I will. Let's go up there and see what's going on. What's over here? Jack shit.
A corner.
A cook. Lower tables would have been nice, and also maybe having something that you're actually stirring in that bowl would also probably be a good idea. Now then, let's see. Hi there. Lady Rowena will not suffer riffraff in her new establishment. Fun fact about this area, by the way, I believe as you progress through the game, more and more random NPCs from around the world will actually show up here as, like, untargetable people like this guy over here, and just walk around and hang out here.
Oh.
I think I've seen Momodi, I've seen Baderon, I've seen Mother Mion, I've seen some characters we haven't met yet. It's really interesting just to hang out in Revenant's Toll, because, I mean, that's kind of what Revenant's Toll is meant to be. It's meant to be, just like a fun gathering place for adventurers, so it makes sense that that would be something that shows up here.
Interesting.
Yeah. I will do my best to catalog all of those people's appearances, but, I mean, I can only do so much.
Right.
And here we have Sark Balark.
Oh.
Do you want to take this, gentleman?
Yeah. In every and all things, I like my planning perfect and my execution precisely as predetermined. A stickler for detail. That is simply the way I am.
I am what I am. Time was I took on every odd job offered me, running messages and culling pesky fauna like a good little adventurer. But I'm well past that now. These days there's only one thing on my mind, and it's what brought me here. Well, maybe we'll find out what that is later.
I'm gonna make a joke.
You want to make a joke?
Well, I was gonna say maybe it was pussy, but you know.
Oh. Maybe. You never know. Speaking of pussy, crazy about crystals. Napa Tayun would like you to help her teach a lesson. Woe betide any wavekin that stands between a scholar and her research. You can take this one.
Oh, the Crystal Tower is more than my chosen field. It is a passion. That a structure of such magnitude could appear overnight on the heels of the calamity. In the 5 years since, its mysteries have resisted my patient courtship. Courtship, girl. But I will wear down its modesty. Oh, no.
Lady.
Or
the Crystal Tower's not gonna fuck you.
Or my name is not Napaya Tayun. You know the crystallized plain to the west of Remnant's Toll, do you not?
No, but whatever.
All my research to date points to an important discovery to be made in that glittering expanse, likely the key to the tower itself, and yet I am unjustly barred from a closer look at those crystals by Nixes. Now you understand, do you not? They must die, those Nixes. I will not suffer them to keep me from penetrating the secret of the tower. Oh. I hate that I had to read that.
Well, read more.
So many things cease to be wondrous to those who study them day in and day out, but not the Crystal Tower. But secrets must course warmly under that cool, bright skin. Oh.
God, shut up. We get it. It's a dick metaphor or something. I don't know.
I don't know what it's about. It's a metaphor for something.
Yeah. It's a metaphor for somebody compensating for something, but who knows what.
Ugh.
Perhaps we'll meet the person who is compensating for something with it later. Hi. What do we got in here? The Seventh Heaven.
A terrible TV show.
Yeah. Kakamehi. According, the suns also rise. According to Kakamehi, there is work and ready coin to be had from the sons of Saint Koinak, if you would but present yourself there. Ruja, right? I hear you get around. I'm an adventurer myself. The name's Kakamehi. Hey, we can't all have an interesting name like yours. Look, I can cut you in on something fair if you're interested. There's a camp set up east of here by an outfit called the Sons of Saint Koinak. The scholarly types, you know, studying the what do you call it, the Garlean Empire. It's apparently some sort of ancient civilization. I've heard of it. Talk to a fellow named Nazil Duzil there, and he'll have something for you. Good folks, them. Tell him I sent you. Well met, I'm an adventurer myself, in the employ of the Sons of the Saint Koinak's find. Ready coin and payment on time. I'm starting to appreciate scholarship, me. Aganbold. Passing the smell test. The Adventures of Remnant Soul have an initiation rite involving smelly seedkin, a proud tradition that only Agabod appears to know about.
I speak for the confraternity of Venters who call Remnant's Toll home. Take heed, Ruja. We have a common foe, a hated enemy, a fierce adversary, and its name is Morble. Sister Ruja, you hate this enemy. Does your heart yearn to slay it? Then go so, sister. Go and slay 3. This is a rite of passage, Sister Ruja. If you're to be part of Remnant's Toll, we must know. Do you ring true?
Who knows?
I can tell you're in the trade, sister. Welcome to Remnant's Toll, the place of ventures, the rest for the restless, the abode on the crossroads.
Those are pretty good names. Fun fact about the Seventh Heaven bar in Final Fantasy VII, which is the bar that Tifa runs, for those who don't know, my wife, or one of my many wives, has a neon sign that says Texas, which is very funny because, you know, Texas doesn't exist in Final Fantasy, which means that Texas is a creation of Tifa. Tifa made up Texas.
Hey, Tifa, can you rein Texas in? Cause,
Yeah,
it's going.
it's going places. Where travelers gather to slake their thirst, rumors flow as freely as the ale. Some will lead to riches and glory, while others are worth as much as a drunkard's piss. The astute adventurer can tell which is which. How about, Blonsnag?
Hunger's not the best sauce by the onion, but hard work, and none work harder than adventurers, I say. By the onion?
I don't know. Hugabert. Adventures from the realm overpass through Revenant's Toll. Not the most hospitable of climes, but there's no better place to find yourself a hired hand or two. To the others, this is a patty of ground meat. To me, this is a work of art.
You okay?
Felicie.
Ishgard was all I knew until I was almost a grown woman. 'Twas to be a brief spell my time on the road, but now I find myself mulling an adventurer's life.
Yeah, turns out, stuffy Catholic place kind of sucks as compared to just doing whatever you want.
Yeah.
Hey man, you look important, kind of. Oh, very important. Dawn may banish even darkest night, yet ever shall primal desires burn. 2 swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light and a blade forged of might. Alas, man may entrust his fate unto but one. Truly, Archon Louis Sois had a gift with words. Had circumstances been different, he might have made a magnificent minstrel. What? Why was there whatever. Alice?
Why the 7th heaven, you ask? Because no one would drink in the 7th hell. I also considered naming it Cloud 9, but that felt a bit effeminate for our clientele.
I don't know, I think I would know some people who would be like, yeah, I'd fucking drink in the 7th hell. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does,
I am one of
actually.
those people.
I would go there.
Yeah.
That sounds like the place you'd go after you get, like, a new piercing, and you want to talk about how much you hate your ex.
Oh, yeah. What are these guys doing?
They're watching.
I guess so. Cloud called out for being femme.
Listen,
Hey, not everybody can pull off that dress, but he did.
He sure did. Cloud Strife, my husband.
What a guy. A hunter schooler. Who goes there? Ah, another hunter of elite marks. And an adventurer by the look of you. What do you do here? Why, the same thing you do, except better and for longer, like. I'm a hunter of elite marks, I am. At first it was on account of the allied seals, what you get for a reward. But now I'm just fascinated by the buggers now. Elite marks, I mean, not the Eorzean alliance. But if the shoe fits, eh? Ha! Now, it just so happens I know my way around the Ramdale Codex. If you like, I can tell you about the elite marks in these parts. The way you're squinting, I can tell you're a mite unsure about ranks. Trust me, literally every single one of you that I've talked to has explained to me how the ranks work. Rank S is for scary and slinky. Dangerous buggers, and you can hardly find them. Would you like to read Leech King? And Agrippa the Rippa?
Absolutely.
So tell me about the Leech King.
Leech King of Silvertear Falls, so dubbed by the sons of St. Cointh, for its enormous size rather than any perceived system of sovereignty.
Thank you for the clarification, I guess.
Those who make mock of its grossness soon repent, for the Leech King is nimble where a meal of blood is concerned.
Kuria. A particularly savage specimen of the unnatural creatures that inhabit both water and land, Kuria was once a mere nuisance, known for purloining game brought down by hunters. Amphibious beasts having an ingrained tendency to have ideas above their station, Kuria soon took to attacking and feeding upon the hunters. The flaccid, nerveless quality of its skin makes it proof against all but the most powerful thrusts of the blade. And Agrippa.
Agrippa. This Magitech Colossus is the newest of its kind and appears to have been designed as an anti-adventurer countermeasure. While the name is believed to be a tribute to an actual Garlean, no record of a likely honoree has been found. You'll want to be on your toes in Mor Dhona. There was an adventurer hunting for treasures and the Colossus mauled her something fierce. Hard to kill a woman though, huh? We die hard, you know?
What does that mean?
Girls be tough.
Do you explode when you die? Like, what?
Yes, if you are assigned female at birth, you explode when you die.
Can you do that if you're like a trans woman? Like, do you get the ability
Yes.
to explode afterwards?
They give you the rite of passage as soon as you figure out you're trans.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, yeah. They visit you in the night in your dreams after you figure out you're trans.
Interesting.
It's a whole thing. I can't give you the secrets.
No, I understand.
Unfortunately.
I honestly, I'm just happy to know because that's so interesting. I'm happy to be, as apparently the transist cis person that one of my friends knows. I'm happy to be to partake in this information. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? We're looking to kill some Imperials. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen around the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected.
If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration.
But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in?
Why, you have a mind to walk through the front door.
Huh? The front door? Yes, Ida, it's like the opposite of the back door.
Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing.
Ha! That's a bold strategy, but it might just work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology.
Then it's settled.
If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glamrant. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid.
Ida and I shall go to reconnoiter.
I don't know, yeah, whatever.
Reconnoiter. I hate when words are pronounced differently than they look because of things like borrowed French.
I hate you, the French.
Curse you, David Cage. Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do us anything were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act.
Come and join us when you're ready, Ruja. Let's do this.
Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused?
Probably not. I'm nothing if not enthused, Y'shtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papolino, but more attractive.
Oh,
Love seeing
God.
those two work together.
That reminds me that I haven't thought about anything to do with David Cage in a long time, and I was just reminded of everything to do with...
We'll have to change that.
Ugh.
We've replaced our Omicron watch sessions with watching Bee and Puppy Cat and Winx
Yes.
Club, which we'll have to try and schedule more of soon, if we can.
Yes, now that I can actually move independently.
Mm-hmm. Looking for Glamont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Huh? You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry, and you need my help. Huh. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Getting even with Garlemald. Glamont would like to aid you in your mission to rescue the captured Scions. So, you have friends at Castrum Sentry that want for rescue. That Slaffborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Whore Sons. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folks from captivity is right delicate business. Single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't just leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the morples, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. Yeah, okay, same thing there. Oh, we got our buddies here. Oh, hey, Alpha Note, I see you're here to help.
There's help very loosely.
Mm-hmm. All adventures worth their salt, gather evidence toll. If you've a mind to rise above the sea of mediocrity, you've come to the right place. Cool. Hey, Sid.
Stealth and subterfuge, Rusha, are how we will free our friends. I have every confidence you can play the part of an Imperial soldier.
Are you sure? I'm a Vieira. I can't wear helmets. In the wake of the calamity, the 14th Imperial Legion occupied what remains of Castrum Novum, eventually rebuilding and renaming it to Castrum Sentry. The stronghold contains immense manufacturing and storage facilities, and it is the primary supplier of material for Imperial forces stationed throughout Eorzea. Consequently, it is heavily defended. Infiltrating it will not be easy. Nevertheless, it is necessary. You can take Wedge this time.
Oh boy, I always wanted my own Reaper. I would wash her and wax her and name her and...
Okay. Dressing up as soldiers and sneaking in the front door, eh? Well, if you got the guts to go through with it, then so do I. Alright, well, let's get out there then. But first, let's talk to this well-seasoned adventurer. Sentry duties on the other side's a lark, but the Garlean outpost on this side of the toll. The Guardian outpost on this side of the toll. Always a bit too glad to see the end of the shift, you know what I mean?
Oh, I feel that, sister.
I'm always happy when my shift is over.
Agreed.
Hello, you fucking annoying thing. It's time for the most fun part of this entire game. Nixes. Hooray! I love getting thrown around like a...
Ragdoll.
Like a ragdoll. That's the one.
I was gonna say, this is essentially the part in the first Mass Effect where you go in to fight Matriarch Venezia and she just ragdolls you instantly.
Yeah.
This is that.
Oh yeah. Shut the fuck up.
I almost started playing Mass Effect again the other day and then I stopped myself.
I played through all 3 games just recently, actually.
I have other things I need to play.
Mm-hmm. Like Ghost Trick.
That, and I bought Rune Factory 4. I have to play that now. Like, I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Including the DLC.
I think I have Rune Factory 4 as well, actually. On Switch and on DS. And I was looking to get Rune Factory 5 at some point, but... You know... Alright, everybody, start hurling me around, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Just go stang.
Yep. Also, I wanted to talk to you about this, Emily. So one game that I've been playing through recently is called Battle Chasers Night War.
Uh-huh.
And if you are not familiar with Battle Chasers as a genre, I would not, or as a IP, I would not be surprised. It's one of those
Not really.
early 2000 or like late 90s, early 2000s fantasy stories where like you could literally just tell the time period that it was written in. And that includes how like roided up all the dudes are and how like, you know, all the women are.
Oh yeah.
Like in I was reading it on this Read Comics Online website or whatever. I think I've sent to you a couple of times before, potentially. And like one of the advertisements in the comic is literally just like a picture, like a drawn picture of one of the female characters' ass, but like with the logo on it.
Of course.
It's just like, really, dude? Come on.
Of course.
And I mean, I guess because this comic is apparently pretty popular because it got like an entire game made about it like fairly recently too. But I was always super confused about like why, because the comic first released in like 1998 or something like that. And it only has 9 issues. And there's been no other form of media for it, like, at all. And I'm just kind of like,
Amazing.
why this? Like, it's cool, but, like, why?
The world may never know.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's basically just a story about a young girl named Gully who gets gauntlets that make her invincible, and her 3 dads, and her 1 wine aunt
Okay. So
going on adventures together. And one of her dads is a gigantic war golem named Calibretto.
Okay. I can vibe.
Mm-hmm. It's a fun game, Battle Chasers Night War. It was the first game made by this studio called Airship Syndicate, I think. They went on to make a League of Legends RPG game, kind of in the same style as Night War. It's got a really charming animation style, and it plays really well. It's just a fun game, all in all. Anyway, let's investigate this drainage pipe.
Into the sewers, a la Shawshank Redemption.
The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak?
Okay. She may as well be non-speaking for all the information we've gotten out of her. I'm not gonna say that because that's not a thing I'm gonna say in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Ruined King is the name of the League of Legends RPG that they made. I am interested in getting that too, despite the fact that I don't associate with League of Legends, really. The others aren't much better. The Elezen gets on my nerve most of all. Every time he opens its mouth, it's only to spout gibberish.
I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman?
They say she possesses some mystical power, some we Garleans don't have.
Mystical power, like the kind the Beastmen use?
How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself?
As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much.
Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Tumble is such a stupid, like, euphemism for sex. Whatever. The footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Because as we all know, Tumblr is one of the most sexless places in the universe.
Yes.
Hang on, let me, we're gonna get our first fate in Mor Dhona read. How exciting. Black and Nibiru. The adventurers of Revenant's Toll whisper rumors of a long-dead spirit who is damned to roam the Tangle for eternity, preying on the souls of the living out of pure spite. His name? Nibiru. I still have not watched Arcane. I know it's good. I've heard very good things about it. I just do not have any interest in watching it. Well, I mean, I do, but I just haven't. Because I'm really bad at watching things. And also, I don't know. It's the specific, like, location that Arcane takes place in also just isn't as interesting to me as some of the other locations in League's world. So I just kind of haven't watched it. Who knows? I might get around to it eventually, though. Alright, let's see. How are you doing, Emily, by the way, tiredness-wise?
I am fine.
Okay, just making sure.
It is Friday evening.
That is true.
The tiredness is fine. I feel okay. I finally found a nice little comfy position, so...
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Alright, now if these guys would load in, please.
Loading? In this economy?
Jesus, there we go. Yeah, I think this is you again.
Hear ye, the marbles are slain, and Rouge has passed the first test of Revenant Toll, adventurers. What? You didn't think it would be just the one test, did you? The next trial is, by combat, face our nemesis, the enemy to sting our, oh goodness.
Threnody?
Serenity? Yeah, I think that's what it is. The foe to tag our big toe. See where I placed a mark on your map? Return alive, sister.
Sure, I guess. Oh, cool, we get to go
Oh.
back into the tangle. Thank
Oh,
you
good
so
heaven.
much, dude. Let's turn these quests in first.
I was gonna say, oh, not that girl again.
Sorry.
Oh.
Look, she paid us to kill Nixes. She can't be that bad.
I know.
You found the crates. Good, good. Let's see. Let's have what you found inside. Abandoned supplies. Various items gathered from a raised campsite. I ought to be ashamed of myself for eyeing another to do my own job, but there's no cozening myself. Makes me heart sore to go there. The Calamity made it thus. In case you didn't already know, that was Camp Revenant's Toll, a hub for venturers. Many a merry day and night I've spent there. 'Twas my abode at the crossroads. 'Twas my abodes at the crossroads. Oh, also there's just a carbuncle walking around.
Oh, baby.
It appears somebody's lost their carbuncle.
The bunkle.
Never paid much to the name in these parts till the Calamity, but Revenant's Toll, not exactly a lucky sort of name. Wish to the 12 they changed it to something else when they built this new camp. It wearies me is all, going there and sorting through the mess. Sometimes I come across something I know well, and weighs on my heart. The Organ of Choice. Looking brighter-eyed than when you last saw her 2 seconds ago, Gulgim is looking ready to do a little money-making. Don't get me wrong, there's more to these spots than just the nasties and sad memories. I was on a mud puppy run once before I took the salvage job, and now I aim to reap twice as many livers. What's it for? Physicking the old touch trap, of course. Mud puppy liver fetches a very pretty price on the market. As pretty as the petticoats, that's the cause of the demand, I'd wager. Here, how about you give me a little hand? I'm still a little done in. It'll be worth the gill to have someone else helping me. You can fetch 5 livers, can't you? Sure.
I guess 5 isn't terrible.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, lady.
Alright, creepy lady. You already slew the Nixes? It's been barely. After all, I'm still quite flushed from my outburst earlier. They were dead ere my rage had cooled? Well, that's quite lovely. They had it coming, those hoppers. The Crystal Tower is still foremost in my mind, but adventurers may bear some studying too. Perhaps as a side project. This will be more of an experimental research. I shall find you a blood pact to sign.
I'm leaving.
No.
I should probably take the materia, because I think I'm going to need those, or otherwise Nico will kill me.
Thank the heavens we don't have to talk to her again. Okay.
Yeah. 'Tis good to see you again, Rusha. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Okay.
Man, I can't wait and I just remembered that since we're in Mor Dhona, we're getting close to meeting one of my favorite characters.
It's
oh,
true.
Man. Oh, okay. Good work, Ruzha. As Alphadel has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Graumann is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Ruzha. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary.
Sounds good. Drowning out the voices. Sid requires your assistance for his rescue preparations.
While Glaument goes about devising his plan, we need blah, blah, blah. We need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. It's not that difficult to understand.
Yeah.
Now the hillside's cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few.
Alright, sure.
Cool.
Glaument.
Plasmoids seem nice.
Yeah. Acting the part. Glaumont wants you to practice the part of an Imperial trooper. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself as near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Makes sense. Alright, let's get out there. I think what we're probably going to do... I may end the stream a little early, just because I'm getting kind of hungry myself.
Okay.
But I think we'll probably try and clear up this round of quests here, and then we'll leave the rest for the next time.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, let's try out this prime location with this electromagnetic reader, a complex-looking device that can detect the strength of electromagnetic waves. Oh, hello, Mr. Plasmoid. Oh, thank you, Mr. Monk. It's very kind of you. Alright, let's see. There's another one over here.
That's one thing I love about this game is when people just randomly will like help you with things.
Yeah.
Even if they don't they don't know you from like a hole in the wall.
Yeah, that's the fun of MMOs, is just like the random helpfulness you can experience or give to other people. Alright, let's get up here. I believe there's a couple of spots up here that require readings. Tyria? Okay, now don't see me, please. Okay. I think we're high enough level that he won't aggro on me automatically. That's good.
You do not see.
More time to prep for the operation, indeed. Ah, for fuck's sake. Leave me alone, asshole. Oh, God. Jesus. It's a crazy amount of frame drops happening right now. Probably best that I stop the stream as well, just to figure out what's causing that. Alright. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. Come here, man. Everybody come together so I can kill you both at the same time.
We're having a party. It's definitely not so I can concentrate you in one spot.
Yep. Everybody come on down and make sure you're wearing your least protective clothing.
Right.
Alright, let's get around here. Hey guys. Oh man, it's crazy to think about how close we are to the end of Base of Realm Reborn.
So close.
And how much shit I still have to do after that. Ugh.
Oh boy.
Nothing to report, sir. These are the same people. These are the same person.
We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Wow.
I did it. Seemed pretty easy. Alright, let's go kill this, Mor Burglar, or whatever it's called. Yes, everybody, it is morbing time.
Now I kind of want a t-shirt with, like, the Hamburglar, but he's just a marble.
That'd be pretty good.
Oh, man. McDonald's would probably, like, stew our asses, though.
Well, they're not using the character anymore, are they?
I don't think so, actually.
We should just buy the rights to him, honestly.
They might... I can't remember. I know they're doing like a like retro toy thing right now in Happy Meals.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Hamburglar's in that one, but it's kind of weird. For some reason they gave the toys 4 eyes. I'm not. I'll have to find it and link it to you because I'm not quite sure I understand it.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Why does he need more eyes?
I don't know.
He should really, all he really needs is more hands for more burgling.
Exactly. He needs more hands to burgle the turts, or the hamburgers in this case.
They're supposed to be odd looking? Are they supposed to be like corrupted by the old gods or something? Like Cthulhu brand McDonald's toys?
Yeah, it's like supposed to be for adults, but it's still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the marketing isn't necessarily quite clear.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the... Like, they made it clear that it's for adults, but they just didn't... Or maybe I'm just not in the loop as I think.
Anything is possible. All right. Well, let's... While we wait for everybody to load in... Hello. As soon as you come out of the ethereal sea, there you are. How'd you like the fog fens? Free leechings every day of the year. But you got the livers, didn't you? Yep, 5 of them, prized by beastmen, witch doctors, for its supposed ability to increase virility. Sure. There's the slimy gold. Nicely cut, here's your gill. You didn't try to eat the mud puppies, did you? Don't. Poisoned or muddy, those are the only flavors. Do they work? Oh, lassie, everything works and nothing's good enough for them that got the kind of gill to spend on such things. Cool. Well, we'll pick up the next quest in that chain later. For now, let's go talk to Sid. Hey, buddy, I did it.
Oh, excuse me. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers.
Here you go.
Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Rusha.
No problem. Oh, hey. There's just some random Imperial in here. That's weird.
Okay.
Alright, Glammet. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fry into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Neat. Alright, and we'll pick up that MSQ quest later, obviously. And finally, why don't you round us out, Emily, with this one?
The fearsome Morbulger falls to the newest brave of the Revenant Soul Ventures Guild, Rusha. Welcome to the confraternity, sister. Seriously, how did you kill that thing? That Morbulger was something else. They say it started off as an escaped pet. Guess that's what you get when in spoiled rotten meat's red in tooth and claw. That thing slew more ventures with its charnel breath than a whole parade of gigas. Not that I wanted you dead exactly, you understand, but folk here have been known not to come back. Well, that's all in the past, eh, Sister Rusha? You're one of the Revenant Soul Ventures now. Death to mortals!
True. We'll take this one. Alright.
Really serious about mortals.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that is gonna do it for me today. Thank you all very much for joining me. Emily, of course, thank you for joining me as usual.
Happy to be here.
Not exactly sure when I'll be streaming again. We'll find out together. I'll try and keep people appraised and let people know ahead of time when I actually plan on streaming next. But until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye.